All right, it's a new month, a new housing post. Like I said, it looks like we're getting one every month. I'm pretty sure the last one was last month. And then we finally got our April one a little late, but it's here. And this one, I'm excited for it. This one actually seems up my alley. So let's get into it. We're reacting. Azeroth Living. A look at housing rewards. Alright, so we're going to be reading through, reacting, Knowing what tools you have to decorate your home is one thing, but knowing how and where to get your decor is another. Step into our showroom as we open our catalog on housing rewards and share more information about what you can expect when seeking to outfit your Azeroth home in style. Welcome, home adventurers. At the end of our previous article, we asked a few questions regarding the source of decorations and how professions fit in. Today, we're going to answer those questions, talk through our philosophies for housing, rewards, and provide a few more details on the decoration economy. How professions, that's good. They said professions there because maybe if they said profession, they'd be hinting at a new profession. Before starting, we wanted to state our usual disclaimer. This is still a work in progress, and names and details may change between now and launch, but this is directionally where we're aiming. Setting up our guiding principles. We began our discussions by drafting a few guiding principles to inform our design. You know what I just thought of right here? It does feel like a lot of work is being done on housing, as it should. What if the raid tier it took is War Within Season 4? Maybe. I still want to hope for a Season 4 because some people really want it. Like a mini season and maybe Season 3 short. And we get like 2. But maybe that's the season that's eaten. But let's read. We begin our discussions by drafting our few guiding principles to inform our design, setting up our guiding principles. Progressive journey. Similar to our housing pillar of long-lasting journey, players should expect the collection of decor to be just that, a journey. The collection of perfect room and house is something to strive towards, not run to a vendor and complete on day one. Oh, good. Furthermore, this journey should be engaging and possible for most players, regardless of how hardcore or not they may be. Put another way, getting any single piece of decor should eventually be possible, but getting everything should be incredibly difficult. They already know how to do this with mounts and stuff. Core gameplay with variations. Well, they know how to do some mounts right and some mounts wrong, but you know how that is. Core gameplay with variations. Similarly, we want to reward decor through a wide variety of our core gameplay in World of Warcraft. We don't want decor to come from only housing specific activities, though some will, but instead meet you where you are, however you choose to enjoy the game, whether that's solo questing, crafting decor with professions and using the auction house, running dungeons with your friends, or raiding with your guilds. Alright? Dang! They did not say PvP. Almost for the better. I don't want decoration locked behind PvP. Maybe there should be something. Maybe PvPers get something, but I don't know. Like, nah, PvPers, you don't get housing stuff. But it said dungeons, raiding, solo questing, crafting. Yeah. Reverence for the past. Some of you have been playing for 20 years and we want that time to feel worthwhile. Your past adventures and time spent in Azeroth means your collection will have a leg up and you won't start from square one when you first purchase a house. That's great, but what do these mean in practice? It's about the journey, not the decoration. The progressive journey principle means that a majority of decor... Yo! Look at it! I already see it. Yo! Argusian crate. Argusian. The Argusian crate. Oh yeah. We need to get that. Alright. The progressive journey principle means that a majority of decor types, i.g. chair, bed, shelf, etc. are considered commodities and are readily available from vendors. Other players via the auction house spoiler. Questing and so on. If you want a wooden chair, it's very easy and inexpensive to acquire. Next, there's an investment decor. There's investment decor, which are generally more niche items in either theming, look, or appeal, which require more time and or cost investment. Examples could be a sparkling fountain with a particular effect or magical books that flap on their own. Dude, I want the Silver Moon fountain from Sunwell. Lastly, dude, I want a Sunwell drop, bro. Let me put the Sunwell in my house. Lastly, there are what we think of as trophies. These are things that require skillful play, cooperation with other players, and are larger time commitments. Think along the lines of M+, and raid rewards or long-term achievements. If you're looking to mount Onyxia's head on the wall, you have to defeat her and take it. They're doing it! One of the powerful aspects of decoration is that since it's cosmetic by nature, placing hard-to-acquire things throughout the game gives players reach goals that don't hamper their character development, and they're free to peruse or not, just like mounts in Transmog. Yep. That said, it should be easily possible to kit out your home. I don't know why I said kite. To kit out your home on day one to strike the vibe you're looking for without too much effort. Your decor journey should start out awesome and continue to be that all the way long. Okay, so they're gonna give us some. Here's the thing: if they launch with a good like standard stuff, that's gonna get people happy, right? And then you have the extra stuff that they can go get. I think that's gonna be easy way to please, you know. Like as long as there's enough colors and stuff, especially with the dyeing, like yeah, it'll be fine from the get. Let's just hope that they have a good balance of enough stuff that people can get, which I'm not worried about, but enough extra stuff to go back and get, like the Onyxia's heads, like this stuff. So that'll be cool. Variety is the spice of life. When we were drafting this article, there was a line that read, "Where can I get decor?" Yes. While pithy, it's not far from the truth either when it comes to our second principle of core gameplay with variations. Decor should come from everywhere and everything. We want you to find decor rewards in all sorts of gameplay. Perfect. Not just a single avenue that you feel first to interact with over and over. For example, while a specific Jade Inlet bookshelf might come from a particular quest in Pandaria. Oh! Do we need to redo the quest, or are we going to get it automatically? Interesting. Other bookshelves can come from vendors, professions, and other varied forms of comment. So here's one for rep. Look at this. Stormwind Hall Rug, Stormwind Revered. So that's something to look forward to. We're gonna have some stuff on the rep vendors. That's expensive though. $150 for a rug? Oh my god, these prices! I'll be a little bit cheaper because they're not actually revered. So it'll actually be a little cheaper. Still, these prices. Thanks, past self. Finally, here's the Onyxia head. More dots. Defeat Onyxia in less than 5 minutes in 25 player mode. Easy. Head of the Broodmother. Nice. Nice. Alright, finally, the principle of reverence for the past encapsulates a few things. All the time spent in Azeroth is worth something. We're leveraging legacy, reputations, professions, and more. If you've achieved something in the past, we want to embrace that time spent. More unobtainable stuff may be hitting the game, it looks like, if they're hitting legacy achievements. There you go. I may be getting some extra stuff, and we're all going to be missing out on some stuff. But it is what it is. If you raise your reputation to exalted with someone, you'll be able to purchase their goods right away. I hope some stuff comes back. I'm always for that. Y'all know that. If you completed an achievement 10 years ago that rewards a new piece of decor today, you'll be granted that piece of decor on login. Dude, I love when I log in on patch day and they've like changed achievement stuff or added achievements, and I get to log into a bunch of stuff. When they did it with Transmog, when they fixed it more with Transmog, just having those days where you log in is like boom, 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 achievements, yeah. You're just like, yeah. I love it. I love when they do that, when they add retroactive stuff like that. Legacy decor should be well integrated, but we gonna lag. That's gonna be a laggy day for sure, and some bugs. You know what it's like. Legacy decor should be well integrated into the appropriate existing content and not feel crowbarred in. For example, using the local systems and currencies of a piece of related content, such as Mechagon's Junkyard Tinkering. Yo, are we getting tinkering? Oh, save up spare parts. Yo, we gonna be saving. Oh, we gonna. Oh, interesting. Like, I wonder what it's gonna require when it makes sense and as it's available. Yeah, get some stuff saved up, maybe. I'm sure when we get PTRs, we'll know what's going to be available. Maybe have a rundown being like, every vendor with new decor to buy. Oh, there you go. Video writes itself. We're not going to have the decor equivalent of transmog runs. We're not going to have the decor equivalent of transmog runs. We're still working through what this means in practice. Is it only available during time walking? Is there something more deterministic we can do, etc.? But the thought of someone farming a mount for years across multiple characters a week, finally earning it, and being told, well, time to go back and grind for the couch is rough. We'd like to avoid this. Just, okay. Make it 100% drop. Just make it 100% drop. Like, how hard is that? Like, anything that drops decor now is 100% for everybody. That prevents it. Right? What is wrong with that? This, it's 100%. If you want it deterministic, if you don't want transmog runs, don't make it RNG. I don't like the... Man, I don't like the time walking version. That's so silly. If you want them to do the dungeon once, don't just make them do the dungeon once. Right? Don't make them do it. You got to do it on the specific week of the time walking. It's around every couple of months. All right. Harkening again back to the long-lasting journey pillar. The reason I'm saying all my opinions, because if any Blizzard people watch this, I want them to know. So they're taking feedback. That's why we do these. Harkening again back to the long-lasting journey pillar, we're going to continue fleshing out decor from past expansions in future patches, and they will be earnable via appropriate content in their expansion. Good. Okay. So it looks like they're starting with the Nixia, which is interesting. They're starting with the Nixia, and they also got some of this, and then some rep. So maybe it'd be like a spattering of expansions that they're doing stuff, and then as they go, right? Then they may do specific expansion stuff. So we'll have to see. One thing we'd like to give you a heads up about here is that we intend to offer decor rewards from past expansion meta achievements. A World Awoken, Back from Beyond, and a Fellward Arms are the 3 currently available. Alright. I mean, we knew they were working on more, right? We knew that they would probably add more. But that's good to know. I'm telling you, for Legion Remix, we're going to see a Legion meta achievement. Expect a Legion meta achievement. So maybe get some class halls done. And then maybe a Warlords? A Pandaria? Okay, so... you know, keep an eye out. It does seem like they're working on more. If you think you might be a decor completionist, it's worth starting these in your downtime. Alright. Trust me, I'm a professional. We're not going to bury the lead here. Decor will be crafted by all existing non-gathering primary professions instead of creating a new profession solely dedicated to it. Good. I think that's better. Each profession will be able to craft a few pieces of appropriate decor from each expansion. Each profession. So every profession's getting some. Every profession's making money. They're not picking and choosing. One's getting more, one's getting less. That's good. From each expansion, using that expansion's version of a profession. Okay, so every expansion. So on launch, every profession's getting a few pieces of decor from each expansion. Okay, so stock old material gonna be pricey again. Get farming now. Get farming now. Maybe buy it up. Something to look into. We don't know what it is going to be yet, but once this is tested and we start knowing what materials, that is when it's gonna be in full mode. We got one here. Look, right here. Brill coffin, brill coffin lid. Sorrow moss, iron bar, royal ink, ironwood lumber. That feels like it's a new thing. That is new. I've never heard of that before in my life. Sorrow moss, I feel is like already a thing. But there you go. We got some look there. Early look. I'm trying to see if I notice anything else about this window. This is classic inscription. Yeah. So yeah, level up. Old profession. There you go. You're gonna need classic inscription to craft burial stuff. So there you go. To craft something for Mr. Pandaria, you need the relevant Mr. Pandaria profession at the appropriate level. To craft something, players will need not only the required recipe and skill level, but they also need to gather a new type. Okay, a new type. Okay, they're already in a new one. A new type of decor crafting specific reagent per expansion, as well as any required reagent from that expansion. In general, like most profession-made goods, crafted decor can be traded to other players or sold on the auction house. So where does ironwood lumber come from? Gather a new type of decor crafting specific reagent. Do they make that? Or do they mill that? Where are scribes getting that? Is this going to be interesting? Okay. In general, like most profession-made goods, crafted decor can be traded to other players or sold on auction house. Some examples of what professions will be able to make. Blacksmiths creates decor primarily of metal. Enchanting creates magical decor like floating books or glowing orbs. Good. Jewel crafting creates decor like gems and gem-studded objects, as well as being the designated stoneworking profession. Okay. They do the stone stuff. Two of the points above should be underscored. Your professions and their levels from the past expansions matter, and so do some of the reagents from those expansions. Yep. You know, just in case you were looking for something else to do between now and the launch of housing. Dude, whoever wrote this is like, hey, we know how spread thin 11.1.5 is. Here's something else to do in the downtime. So they're like, do stuff while you're waiting, please. Here's some stuff to do while you're waiting for the patch to flow out. Okay, no, I'm super excited for housing. I'm all excited for this. This is great. Current situation excluded. Some lighthouse keeping. We want to mention a smattering of related but smaller things as well before we wrap things up. Okay. Decorations are only placeable if you have enough of them, based on how many you've collected, okay? Alright, there you go. If you want more crates, Argusian crates, you gotta farm that boss more. If you want to place 4 chairs, you'll need to collect 4 chairs. Yeah, see, dude. No RNG on these. Just drop from the boss, 100%. Alright? Come on. Dude, imagine your guild kills the fresh final boss and all of you get a fucking couch. That's great. You don't have to fight over the couch. I don't want to be fighting over the couch. I don't want to be like, oh, they got the couch, I didn't get the couch. No, everybody gets the couch. Like, we kill Gallywix, we all get a couch. Right? Heroic Gallywix, you get a couch. Boom. You don't need to be fighting for that. Then you kill him again, you get another one. You just get a stack. Bro, each time you kill Gallywix, you're just getting couches. You're just stacking couches. What's wrong with that? You'll be able to look at how many couches you got, be like, yeah, I killed Gallywix like 10 times. I got like 15 couches. Or 10 couches. Alright. Furthermore, collected decorations are shared across your entire Battle.net account. Bro, people are gonna have like 50 couches. End of the season, they're gonna have a ton of couches. So anything you collect on it. Wait, can we get? We can't get more Onyxia heads. You only got one Onyxia head because it's from an achievement. All right. Collected decorations are shared across your entire Battle.net account, so anything you collect on any character on any of your game accounts is shared across all of them. Okay. Dude, imagine classic housing. If you have 4 fountains and place 3 of them on the lawn of your alliance character. What? Well, confirmed we can have multiple houses. But that's silly. So it's shared across all of them. If you have 4 fountains and place 3 of them on the lawn of your alliance house, good. Your horde house will have only 1 available to place. Okay, so confirmed we can have an alliance house and a horde house. That's good. Are we only going to have 1 of each? Can we have multiple horde houses? They would have said. Interesting. On the flip side, there's a concept of unique decor that you can only place once. Yep, they're talking about that right here. No matter how many copies of it you may have. It doesn't make sense, for example, to place 9 copies of Onyxia's head on your wall, despite how many times you may have killed her. Yeah. You'll note a mention of housing-specific activities earlier. That might be better worded as neighborhood-specific activities. We're committed to an ongoing release of new decorations going both backwards into previous expansions as well as forward with new ones. What do you want to see? Everything. Everything. Y'all need to go all the way back. So, real quick. Is the next post going to be neighborhood activities? Neighborhood collecting? Is that our next post in May? Here, let me read this real quick because there's a date here. Thank you so much for reading. We have plenty more to cover, and as usual, please keep sending your feedback both about rewards as well as what you're looking forward to hearing more about. We'll be at PAX East on May 9th for the Warcraft 30th anniversary celebration. Hopefully, so, are we going to get our next post early May? Do they have the next post be these neighborhood-specific activities? So, real quick, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything, because I want to save for them. I like the idea of this. If I like drops from past bosses, just make it 100%. Especially if you're doing the, if I want, like, 50 Argusian crates in my house, right? Those should not be unique. I gotta kill 50 Luras. That's it. I don't need to be killing 250 at a chance, right? No RNG on the drops here, 100%. You know, if I want 50 boxes, I gotta kill it 50 times. Alright? These ones, huge gold sinks. Then you're gonna be, if you want 10 rugs, man, if you're gonna be doing, if you gonna need multiple rugs, especially across your houses, I don't know about that price. But man, that's the price of a rug. I mean, it is cheap, but it's still like, man, transmog prices, everything, man, no. Especially if you're gonna need multiple. Okay. Only 1 Onyxia head makes sense. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. But it should be 1 Onyxia head per house, right? My alliance house and my horde house should be able to have it. If I have multiple Onyxia heads on my account, like you said here, like whether or not no matter how many copies you have, you can only place once. It should be once per house, okay? Once per house, in my opinion. Because, like, you just want to set up your own design. I just think it'd be silly to limit it that way, especially if you can get multiple. Also, of course, we're going to have tons of stuff to farm. That's good. Professions getting retroactive stuff. That's good. I liked when they did that for enchanting. Now everything's getting it. I like this. I like that they're adding a new resource, so it's going to get people in those expansions. I wonder where it's going to come from. I hope it's just not vendor stuff. I hope it's just not vendor shit. Alright. Decor or crafting specific reagent. I hope, please don't make that just a vendor bot thing. Make that some, make each one something you earn out in the world, in my opinion. You know, anyways, I think it's good. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the next post next month. Maybe it'll be early next month. Overall, housing is good. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm an achievement hunter. I'm going to be a decoration hunter. Is this going to get... This is going to get more people into collecting. And I'm all down for that. Collecting is good. Collecting makes WoW a much bigger game for you when you become a collector. That's all I got to say. Anyways, thank y'all for watching as always. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.